Hello, welcome, this is Philip. It's that time again. Oh yes, it's that time again to react to yet another artist, no other than
Maciej Kuciara.
He's a concept designer and he's worked on some pretty cool projects ranging from movie titles to AAA games to his own IPs, which is pretty amazing. We're going to be taking a look at that soon. I know my hair is looking pretty disastrous right now and is getting kind of out of hand, but please pay no attention to that. We have more important things at hand right now. So let's go take a look. So right off the bat, his portfolio gives you this impression, right? This is my skill, this is what I do, and take it all in, bitch. Of course, he's using this scroll down format for his website. If you want to make your website look really professional, you have to have this scroll down format for your website, right? It's very popular, it's very hip and trendy. It just looks good. So when you scroll down, you have this intrigue, like, oh, it's all this stuff here. Look at this. Oh, okay. And then you can look at it at your own pace. We're gonna take a look at the first thing here, right? It's crown. And I've seen this before because I've seen this one on his Instagram page. If you don't know what it is, if you would just see this as is, you would almost think this is a movie, right? This is actually a 3D rendering, and this is what I think is pretty so amazing about this. The way Maciej can envision like a very cinematic feel for this 3D rendering is pretty insane, right? I wish movies could look like this and just be animated renders completely throughout without any real humans. If they would look like this. So next we have like Showtime. It's like Showtime is his personal IP, which I think looks really cool. I don't know what kind of shader he's using, but he's trying to recreate a anime feel for this 3D rendering, which I think looks really awesome. Creating IPs is also an extremely awesome thing to do. I would encourage everyone to create their own IP, create their own thing, whatever it might be. Whether it's a game, whether it's a movie or animation, you're going to realize how much actual work it's going to take, especially when you're going to build it on your own. Second of all, you're going to learn many different facets that are related to creating this IP. You're going to be combining multiple jobs at once to be able to bring that to life. And that's going to be a great learning experience. So a movie where, this is Bumblebee, a movie where he worked on. So here we see this very staple concept art look. Here you can see how you, with the use of this art, you can really have this feel of how the movie is going to look like before it's made, right? And especially with the photo bashing technique, he was the first one I saw doing it. And when I saw him doing it, I was like, my mind was completely blown. He was the first one to introduce photo bashing to create really highly realistic images that nowadays is pretty common in the process of making movies and games. Here you can instantly see how you can have like a snapshot image of how the movie is going to look like, and this is why good use of photo bashing is so important. And most of all, the designs look cool, and his presentation is like top notch. It's like on point, man. The presentation is what impresses me the most. And I think presentation is like 75% of your work. You can have good work, but you also need to know how to present your work properly in order to have that professional look. Like, presentation is very key to showcasing your skills. Here we have Terminator, Dark Fate. Here we have, once again, very cool presentation of his designs. So obviously he's worked on Ghost in the Shell as well. And as you can see, like various different showcases of snippets that represent kind of a visual development for how the movie is going to look like. This guy right here is like, the fuck are you looking at, man? Never seen a cyborg barbershop before? You wouldn't see, for the visual development for movies, you wouldn't see artists really paint things out because directors need like a realistic representation of how the movie is going to look like. They also did visual development for Nike. If someone can make it look cool, it's gonna be Maciej. Now this is a good example of what a concept designer does. A lot of iterations, variations and iterations, variations and iterations of designs. Right here, dude. So this is it. This is the part of the job, and it looks really cool. More iterations. When you see good designs in logo, in general it's just good design, and there's no distinction for me. Good design is always gonna be good design. I always admire it regardless of the genre, the style, and whether it's graphic design or concept art. This is yet another one of his IP. I don't know much about it. I just know it looks really cool, so we're just gonna be admiring his work because it looks very, once again, cinematic is the key word. Like the use of the colors is very photoreal. One thing I think is the most known for is The Last of Us. So let's take a look. To make something for The Last of Us, you need to have like a very distinct and specific taste in art in order to create a dystopian, like post-apocalyptic world that is infested with fungus, zombies. Society has been broken down. A post-apocalypse. You have to have that specific taste to make destruction beautiful. You have to be able to, as an artist, to see beauty in destruction. What I mean by that, take a look at this picture. You have to have like this intrinsic interest to be able to envision like a scene or an area or an environment where you're gonna be thinking about, okay, where am I going to place the rubble here? Maybe I have to make some paint which is deteriorating right here. Maybe more rubble, debris, dust over here, broken planks over there, damaged wood maybe over here. Maybe I'm gonna shine a light right out of the window to give the textures more definition and interest. Where I'm going to make it dark, where I'm going to highlight and show more light to put your attention over there. Maybe I can put some a drawer right here, random drawer filled with dust and rubble inside as well. And these are the little things you're going to think about and where to place them correctly, where to place the lighting, shadows, think about values, and everything combined to make a beautiful, desolated, abandoned, and damaged place. Everything about it is tasteful and made in a way that is interesting as well, as everything has been thought out. Same goes for this one. Within all this destruction, desolation, and chaos, this picture remains serene and beautiful. Pockets of light here. There's an interest here, pockets of light. A little bit pockets of light on the chair and lights shining through the trees. There's light casted over this tree, which gives that really nice saturation, green, yellowish saturation. Things that are in the shadow are more desaturated, more bluish. There's a cast shadow over here, and then you can see very clear that there's like a pretty beautiful sunlight coming through the city. And there's a lot of attention to detail that makes an image like this look convincing but beautiful and tasteful. And it's a taste you need to have in order to create projects like The Last of Us. Guys, I could talk endlessly about this. You can go and check it for yourself. It's kuciara.com. I'll put a link on my video if you want to check it in more detail. If you want, I highly suggest you check it out. He's an amazing artist. I love sharing artists that inspire me to inspire you as well. If you want to give me suggestions, just leave it in the comments down below. This is going to be it for now, and I'm going to be seeing you in the next one. See ya. Variations and iterations, variations and iterations, variations and iterations of designs.